finally got all my stuff together and leaving late as usual, but I'm out of here. Off to Pukaskwa National Park for 4 nights, 5 days. Yeah, cannot wait. Got my bag packed. It's pretty maxed out. Bringing extra stuff, obviously. Bunch of extra food, warm clothes, stuff like that. But driving is 3.5 hours. I better get going. The road to Pukaskwa continues. Just stopping at a rest area. Amazing views. It's 5:30. Just hitting the trail. About 3 hours to the site, apparently. This is awesome. Taking a little break here. I'll just put the pack down. A little bit of water. And it's 6:50. So just met a couple people already and had some nice conversations, maybe 10-20 minutes. But I do have to get to my campsite at some point and make dinner, so now I'm just kind of beelining it there. Yeah. Looks like we're at the halfway point. Right here. Going down here. Being outside hiking is just the best thing in the world. It's just so therapeutic for the mind and the body. It's unbelievable. God, mosquitoes, but you deal with things like that and you feel great at the end of it. On we go. These little plants are really beautiful. Alright, I've held out as long as I can without using the bug spray. But I'm getting eaten alive out here, so gotta do it. Always a fun time. Made it to the first set of falls here, as you can hear. And the suspension bridge. And the sun is going down. It's cool outside. Perfect timing. Alright, just starting out day 2. And it's 9:30. I'm anticipating about 8 hours to get to my next spot, so it's gonna be a full day of hiking. And yeah, I went silent last night because it was a small site shared with another couple of people that I met. I ended up hanging out with. Really nice. Obviously, yeah, I didn't want to be videoing and all sorts of invasive stuff all night, so but yeah, when I'm on my own, back at it. Well, we're on the Cairn portion of the trail. You know, it's usually on rocky terrain where you can't clearly see a well-defined path. So follow these cairns. Over there, way over there. Amazing day. We're back. I basically spent the day hiking with those two girls I met last night, and it was awesome. Very chill. Yeah, saw some amazing places, did some amazing swimming, and I've been out since 9:30 and it's 4:50, so solid day. Still got about 7 kilometers left to the campsite, I think, so got 2 options tonight, but see how it goes. Made it into tonight's campsite. Nice and spacious, this whole area. Some of my stuff. Probably put my hammock up here. Right on the water. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, night number 2 of camping in the hammock. So check it out. Got the tarp set up for rain, bug net, and the hammock is inside. Just come here, unzip, step inside, zip it back up, boom, in the hammock. Day 3, just chilling in the hammock. It's 10:30 in the morning, a little cooler today and some rain last night, but my setup was good. Probably gonna make some breakfast, some coffee, and get back for some hiking. On the technical side of things, I brought on this trip a camera and my phone. Obviously I've been taking a lot of videos, photos with the phone, and I've been shooting the stars at night and using the camera whenever I can. So I brought 2 power banks, and so far it's proving to be definitely enough juice. I've got 2 days left and I'm not even halfway through the power, so that's awesome. So since today's hike to the camping destination is not that long, I'm going to take a side trip just now down a couple kilometers to Fish Harbor, it's called. And I'm excited because I get to finally use that detachable pack. Just comes off, leave most of the heavy stuff here at the campsite, come pack up on the way back so I can move a little faster. Looking forward to it. Halfway point of the trip, and it's just the best thing in the world, backpacking, and this place is so beautiful. And tonight's campsite, it's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully the sun stays out enough so we get a nice sunset. It's pretty cloudy, which is always better for photos, so we'll see. Well, the hike out begins. Just packed up camp at Morrison Harbor, and I'm on my way to Willow River tonight. Spent a little time there yesterday, and it's amazing. And the site I have tonight is right on a little point, almost completely surrounded by water. I mean, nice fire pit location. Can't wait. Rocky areas are filled with little blueberry bushes. I just picked some, and it's just the best thing ever. Oh, cold, juicy, natural sugars. Keeps you going on the long hikes. Made it to the campsite for tonight. This place is like a 5-star hotel room. Let's look at the amenities. In-room fire pit, place to set up camp, couple places to set up camp. Let's go check out the balcony. Outdoor fire pit, views for miles. It's going to be a good night tonight. got the hammock set up. Time to get some dinner going. 7:30, so sunset's in about 2 hours. Yeah, everything's looking good. Dinner tonight, lentils and rice. Just made it myself. Pretty easy, pretty cheap, pretty lightweight. Tossed in some garlic powder, brought some butter, flavoring. So it should take about 20 minutes. Going on. I'll tell you what's going on with me right now. It's late at night. Got a couple late night things going on when you're in the backcountry. Got a fire. Got the moon. Got a bunch of stars out. Can't see the stars, but I'm photographing them, so don't worry about it. Good morning. It is morning 3. Yeah, that took me a while. Yeah, morning 3, and great place to wake up. Alright, breakfast is done, and I'm just enjoying the views at this amazing point until I head on to my next campsite. And it's a short hike today, only about 3 hours I think to the next site, so gotta find some other side hikes to do to fill the time up. Beautiful day right now. Well, 10:30, leaving the site. Bittersweet somehow. This site was amazing. I've still got one night left, but looking forward to the new site. Here's some waterfalls. Should be awesome. Like everything is around this area. Awesome. Saw a moose in that pond yesterday, but it heard me before I saw it, so it bolted. It was a big one too. Bull moose, the antlers. Amazing to see that out here in the wild. Had to do a little bit of a hunt for this final campsite. Finally found it, and it does not disappoint. Check it out. Definitely gonna come out here later, just chill on the rocks. As the sun goes down, it's gonna be another great night. I'm finally doing backpacking instant noodles. So I'm pretty excited. I got 2 packs of non-chim and spicy, of course. And I'm repurposing a dried food pouch. So let's have a look. Since I got to my site pretty early today, it is almost 4 o'clock. Just gonna do another little day hike, go explore a little bit. And since I'm videoing all this trip, I figured I might show you what I take on just a day hike. You know, obviously I'm gonna leave my big bag back at the site here, but I think it's a good idea still to carry some essential things. So I've got a pack, obviously. This counts as shelter, survival blanket. I've got some fire making equipment in there, compass, map, illumination, rain gear, water, and food. Basic stuff, but you just never know. Never know what's gonna happen out there, so always be safe. Forgot to mention knife. This is my multi-tool, so I have this with me all the time. But obviously knife is an essential thing to have. And of course, my camera equipment, because you never know what kind of shots you're gonna get out there. Terrible jokes. But still, be safe. So I spent most of today's hike in the forest, in the interior, and this late afternoon hike I'm doing, again with the interior in the forest, but check this out. Back to the rock. You know, there's something about the rock, following cairns, these piles. It's just amazing. It's so awesome. Everything opens up. You see more sky. Plant life changes. Trees are different. I mean, the ecosystem is a bit different. It's just fantastic. Gotta keep going. Got the fire going for night number 4. Just started it up and got dinner on the go right there. Lentils and rice. It's good stuff. I'm pretty tired today. Another 6 hours of hiking. Tomorrow on my way back home. It's been an amazing trip. I cannot wait to come back, do this entire trail. I just can't wait to get back outdoors. I'm outside now, I'm saying that, but you know, if you're an outdoors person, you understand, so I'm gonna go enjoy the night now. Good morning, 7 a.m. Skies have cleared up. It's a beautiful day again. Last night was pretty cold, and it was definitely testing the limits of my equipment, so I'm going to get some hot coffee and oatmeal right away, and then get going, get back to town. Last night was my last night, so yeah, I gotta warm up first. Got my breakfast made up. It looks amazing. Everything's amazing out here. Hot coffee, hot oatmeal. Just gonna head down to the river here and enjoy. I'm all packed up, ready to go. Next stop, the car, Thunder Bay. It's 8:30, so hour and a half for breakfast and pack up the site. Say goodbye to this. What an incredible experience. First time doing the multi-day backpacking trip, and I'm even more addicted than before. Definitely some things to rethink. The hammock was one of them. A couple other equipment related issues, but that's what everyone goes through when they do these trips, and I'm just happy and lucky that I'm going through it now because I was just writing in my notebook last night, like, this might be the best trip I've ever taken of all the trips. I've taken some awesome trips, but this one somehow is just completely different, you know? One of my favorite things about it is just being completely away from civilization, totally off grid. Even when I was tree planting last year, still sometimes had Wi-Fi at camp. You know, I was in a camp full of people the whole time, and then I was in town every third day. So I got the internet, civilization, everything. But this is just like 5 days nonstop of a lot of alone time, me meeting some people, amazing people. I've already made like 4 connections, I think, out here. It's just, I cannot wait to get back out and do these trips again and explore more places. I'm gonna do the suspension bridge one last time. Just made it back to the marshland area near the beginning of the trail, so getting close to home. Starting to get emotional, you know. It's been an amazing trip. It's gonna be strange going back into town. We'll see what that's like. Made it back to the car. Gonna get the trip going. But yeah, as I've said, it's been amazing. And until next time. I also wanted to add that doing these trips solo is really what makes it extra special for me. It's just such a different experience. I mean, I definitely wasn't alone this whole trip. Like, I met those girls my first night, ended up hiking with them most of the day, the next day. Then I was alone for another 24 hours. Then met another couple, hung out with them at night. I was alone again yesterday. But I love doing things at my own pace and just letting the mind roam when you're on your own is really introspective, and it's just, you learn a lot about yourself. Definitely. Group trips are awesome, but as long as I live, I'll always push to do a solo trip whenever I can. It's also an amazing experience bringing your camera equipment on these trips. Still new to photography, definitely newer to astrophotography, but spent a couple nights standing on a rock next to a lake, sipping whiskey at 12 in the morning, just shooting the stars for about an hour. It's amazing. It's an unbelievable experience. It's hyper addictive. Another aspect of solo trips that really intrigues me is just the fact that you do have to do everything on your own. You gotta plan the trip, you gotta pack for the trip, you gotta carry everything yourself on the trip. You rely on yourself for everything. So if you have any sort of accident, you know, you can't be hopeful for a friend to be near. Of course, there are backpackers out there and you can hope that they'll come to your aid. But you've got to make sure you got the 10 essentials. Even on group trips, everyone needs to have all that stuff as well. But on your own, if anything goes wrong, it's up to you to make sure you're covered. But it's a very, very satisfying experience managing these kind of trips solo. Unlike anything else I've ever done.